Hi, it's Angela here. I want to share a couple things about renewing during the winter. Sometimes adding a very rigorous exercise routine is not exactly what we need in our renewal process. It could be that that is what we need, but sometimes, especially when we get over 40, moving from the ideas of Bikram and hot yoga and running miles and miles, doing a bunch of marathons, that kind of stuff, isn't exactly what our body needs. That can be very depleting to the body at this time in our life. And we want to start thinking more about nourishment, relaxing, restoring our body, and also bringing balance to our body. It's generally at the time when we hit 40. I know some really amazing people at 35 start feeling the effects of fatigue and experience hormone imbalance. If you have experienced infertility, that would be something that you want to start thinking about. Like this is a sign that your body needs some nourishment, some rest to reset the body. And typically, if you have infertility issues, it's a good sign that, of what lies ahead, what is coming. It's a good sign that you're probably going to need to reset your hormones, in your 40s, in your 50s. And what that means is to really nourish the body, restore the body, and it can be a lifestyle. So, I am making this video specifically for a client who is renewing right now. And I want to just share a few key poses for you to use in the morning when you warm up, get the day warmed up. If you don't have 20 minutes, this is going to be about 15 minutes overall. If you don't have 30 minutes, if you don't have an hour, just do these poses every day for a while, just to rev up your body, get yourself sorted out, just energized for the day, but also to release the work that you're doing, release the emotions, release the toxins that you might have that are built up. And this will be a very gentle way of releasing, because I think that's what many women need who are over 40. So check this out. Enjoy. I also, for my videos, I'm going to be adding a wonder herb of the day. And my wonder herb for today is rosemary. Rosemary, it almost grows wild here in California. We have so much rosemary. It grows like crazy. And I have so much of it in my garden. If you live near me, I will give you rosemary. So, if you're in San Francisco, reach out to me. I'd love to invite that community vibration into my life. So let me know. I'll give you some. Bring some rosemary into your house. You can put it in a little vase, just like this. Break off a couple of sprigs, just like this. Just break it off. Just put it in the water that you're drinking. You don't have to eat it, but it will infuse into your water. And oh, it tastes so good. You don't have to do much. You could make a rosemary tea and apply hot water to it. But this is great for us to digest right now. It helps foster good digestion. It helps to improve our memory. So you could just have it around. You could just have it, in your foyer, at your entry, and just give it a little touch. Smell it. This is the way I do essential oils, because I am highly allergic to some carrier oils that some essential oils use to to share essential oils in an effective way. I'm allergic to those carrier oils, unfortunately. So I have to do the real stuff. That's okay. And just throughout the day, having a little moment to nourish your senses, nourishing your sense of smell is very helpful to foster good digestion. So add that to your day for fun. And the kids will love it. If you've got kids, the dogs will love it too if you have animals. Okay, so let's get started. Just settling in on the mat. Developing a daily routine on the mat. Let's connect deeply with our breath. Bringing our hands into Anjali Mudra. Mudra to invoke prayer, deep connection with the spirit in our life. Holding it at the heart literally opens the chest. Anjali Mudra, breathing in. Let's take 3 deep breaths in. Using Ujjayi breath to close off the back of the mouth as we're breathing out through our nose, creating a sound like a shell. Or the ocean. One more breath in. Bringing hands up to the sky, pretending that you're holding a beach ball. Bring your hands down gracefully, using creativity in your movements, bringing grace, smiling, toning the abs. When you bring your hands down on your last inhale, take an inhale in and let's bring a twist as we exhale. Gentle twist to the right, bringing it back around, breathing in, exhaling to the other side. 2 more twists to ready our spine. Bringing it around. One more breath. And around. Let's take a little stretch here. Bringing the gaze up. And then over to the other side. Being graceful all the while. Allowing the body to connect with the breath at your own pace. This is a practice for you to carry into your mornings. So you can bring your own kind of exploration. Let's just do another twist. Take a deep breath, take it a little deeper. Bring it over to the left. Amazing. Amazing. And from here, let's take a quick squat position before we begin some sun salutations. Now it may be such that you want to bring your feet onto a blanket just to help raise the arches of your feet. I'm going to do that here. Squatting is an exercise that you don't really have to stretch to do. This is an exercise that we don't do often enough in our Western culture. Finding that straight back, helping yourself maintain the integrity of this pose straight back up. In our Western culture, we don't tend to bend down. This is a great practice to do with children, with animals. You can get this stretch vicariously. And it's a really wonderful stretch for the legs. It helps to deflect any notions of varicose veins. It helps to increase the blood flow here. It gets the synovial fluid going in our joints here, in our hips, knees, ankles. Now your squat may look differently than mine. I'm sort of petite, so I tend to wing out my feet, which is okay. It's okay. We can be particular and bring our feet in the direction forward. I find that I get a deeper stretch in the pelvic floor if I can move my feet out. So you might want to try that if that helps you bring it down. Toning the abs, lifting the chest. Find your pelvic floor here. The pelvic floor area, the organs of the pelvic floor, help to balance our hormones when we offer activity for the pelvic floor, like this. This is a wonderful pose to add to your day to help move the bowels. You can add prana mudra, which I talked about in another video. Prana mudra, lifting up, adding it here. It brings heat and warmth to the pelvic floor area. You can do a stronger exercise by pulsing this squat, which will impact your quadriceps, your gluteal muscles, stretching the glutes. Woo! There we go. And then let's take it from here, adjusting ourselves, finding our very first downward dog. Downward dog, lifting the right leg up, flexing, pointing the feet to the sky, toning the abs, rounding the shoulders down the back, bringing your knee to your chest, and back. Do this 2 more times. 1. Back. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, pull it back. And then place it down. Rock your dog. Do what you need to do to find a little balance, and then ground that right foot down. My right foot does not reach the ground, and I have tight hamstrings, so I struggle a little with this. Make sure both hips are facing the same direction. Toning the quadriceps, feeling the hamstrings at work, pulling the ankle to the sky, round your shoulders back, bring it in, inhale, press it up, exhale, release, make sure the hips are facing the same direction, parallel. And then one more time, bring it in and back. Amazing. From here, let's bring it into big toe pose, reaching down. If this isn't where you find yourself, Maybe this is where you find yourself. That's great. You're still getting the same benefits. If you can bring your hands down to the floor or to your toes, that's awesome too. If you have a block, you can bring your hands to your block. No problem. Finding tabletop here. Allowing your spine to align. Roll the shoulders back. Tone the abs. Pull up the pelvic floor. And roll it up. Anjali Mudra. Let's find ourselves in mountain pose. Bringing the feet hip width apart, hands to the side, tucking in the abs, toning the abs, pulling the pelvic floor back up through the navel. Visualize it coming out the back, the small of your back. So the idea is you're feeling an internal motion of toning the pelvic floor, not just seizing it in. That's not helping actually. That could cause problems with your digestion and the way you are eliminating. But rather think of the pelvic floor starting from a feeling here, right at the pubis bone, toning there around your genital organs and pulling back, pulling it back. So you feel here and then also in the lower part of your abdomen. So you're really toning this lower abdomen, pulling up, pulling back. This is something, once you get it, you never stop, because it creates toning, rejuvenation in your genitourinary organs, which can help. It can help in so many ways. It helps with hormone balance. It helps with, realizing I can see my face. It helps with hormone balance. It helps with beauty. It creates a glow in our skin when we have balanced hormones. Very lovely practice. Now, take a moment and bring your hands up and pretend like you're sitting down for chair pose. What does your chair pose look like? You can bring it down deep, really pressing forward, bringing a 90-degree angle if you can. That's amazing. Or maybe it's more like this. Keeping the integrity of the spine aligned is the hope and goal for this particular practice. Toning the upper abs, opening the chest, breathing laterally into the ribs, really exposing those intercostal muscles with your diaphragmic breath, breathing out, lifting from the gluteal muscles, toning the quads, pressing, making sure your toes are grounded into the ground. Lift up. You can use Prana Mudra again in this pose as you lift up. Breathing in, let's stay here for 5 breaths. Bring it up. Reach back. Sun salutations. Find your plank. skip or jump to the top of the mat. Bring your hands up. You can do these as many times as you like. Oh, feeling really warm now. Downward dog. Back, up, down. This will be our last one. Let's make it really great. Up, dog, down. Downward dog. From now we're going to bend our knees. Place it in front of us for pigeon pose. It may be such that you add some support to your bum. Pigeon pose. Bringing the body down offers more restorative benefits. You may find yourself here. You may find yourself here. You may find yourself all the way down. Breathing. Allow your body to just rest and fall with gravity, supported by the ground, into this pose. You're really releasing emotions from the hips, the gluteal muscles, the hips inside. You're bringing some twist to your liver, some expression to your liver, not really a twist, but more of an expression. Releasing any gunk that needs to be released from the liver, offering some fresh blood flow to the digestive organs. And then we'll press up and release and do the other side. So we'll go into tabletop to find this, bringing the left leg forward, offering support if you like. Another way to support the buttocks is to roll up a blanket and then weave it in between your pelvic floor and the ground. That can offer some more height if you're feeling like you're not able to come down to the ground, and it can help you roll forward, which is really helpful for expressing and adding some extra movement to the digestive organs. And pressing up. We certainly seek a dynamic quality in our yoga practice, but if you did these poses every day for a week, you would really feel the benefits from it. And it's kind of a simple, shorter sequence. So now let's just kind of restore all that we've done, adding a couple of twists to our work here. Let's just add a simple staff pose, Dandasana, just a seated twist. Breathing in, exhaling, adding some height back to your backhand if you need that. And then reversing it. Going a little farther with each breath if you feel like you can do that. And then let's take a quick Shavasana, but first let's bring the body down slowly, toning the abs, using the opportunity to tone the abs whenever you can. It's our core muscle group, which really helps carry us throughout the day. And then bringing the knees together, raising the lower legs. Let's do an easy twist over to the side, just gentle. If you don't make it over to the floor, this is a great place to be. Not a worry. We are all here together and we get where we're going, no matter what it looks like. As long as we do the practice, we usually get where we're going. Like an arrow. Now just one more twist. Healing twist. Bring the right leg down. Keep the left leg bent. Bring the left leg over. Keeping the left shoulder onto the ground. Take a couple breaths here. Bring it back. And we'll switch sides. Bringing it over. Keeping both shoulders on the ground. Maybe you notice one side is feeling a little more flexible than the other. Just noticing, not judging, bringing it down. And now we can integrate all of our work with a Shavasana. Allow yourself time to rest for even just 2 minutes after yoga. In and out, noticing the chest rise, allowing the belly to rise, breathing into the belly, integrating all the new blood flow into your body. Allowing all the little nerves in your nervous system that were stimulated to just return back. Return back to the flow of energy. Wiggling your fingers and toes. We'll enjoy the short Shavasana as we take another 2 minutes to fully integrate our bodies, our mind, and back to our spirit, to connect with the spirit in a meditation. When you're ready, roll to your right side, ground into the ground. The structure that supports us. And press up, finding a comfortable seat. Forward a little. Finding a comfortable seat as we integrate the actions of our body, the concentration and thought of renewing and twisting, regenerating ourselves this winter for this short practice. If you're practicing this in the morning, bringing in prana mudra, tucking our ring and pinky fingers under our thumbs, extending the ring and index finger out, energizing the body, invoking immunity, recharge, balance, nourishment, absorption of minerals, absorption of nutrients, creating good blood flow. Envisioning this helps to foster this, creating strong blood marrow to create bones, to sustain bones, fingernails, hair growth, creating beautiful eyes that are white in the whites and brilliant in the color of the iris, creating good blood flow to foster good sense of smell, which offers our gut the instincts that we need to make good decisions about our environment, good business decisions, sense of smell is so key to our memory, housing all of our sensorial memories of food, childhood, connecting to our senses, enlivening our brains, revitalizing our energy, our prana, as we digest emotions, connecting to the universe through our bodies. May we find peace and resiliency in our bodies. Bringing hands together, Anjali Mudra at the heart. Hands to the crown chakra, connecting us to the universe. And the third eye, reminding us of our wisdom and intuition. May we connect our wisdom, intuition to ripple into the universe through our yoga practice today. I bow to you. Thank you for joining me.